If you click on this video, it's not by chance, this is God's will. God tells you today that the enemy will stop destroying your life. He came without doing anything, and he's leaving without getting anything. He saw you as a target, but he didn't think about the benefit I'm doing for you. Some people say that you are just getting what you deserve, but I see that you are human. Dear one, that's not my heart. When I think about you, I naturally feel concerned, and today I am clearly showing you my kindness. Go ahead and party. Please let me know how grateful you are. Wipe away your sadness and put on happy clothes, because something has changed, and the place where you worship will now be filled with my glory. You've been thinking about and supporting your goals, looking forward to when they come true. Now is the time. The lazy person says there is a lion in the streets, but I see the Lion of the tribe of Judah has roared in your life. Who will be brave enough to stand up to him? Even though you've lost things, your axe head is now ready to float. You can be sure that the limited oil supply will not run out as long as you trust me. Don't look back at the person chasing you. He might be breathing hot air on your neck, but I will always stop him because I am protecting you and giving you so many wonderful gifts. God says it's time to get rid of weak prayers, bad lessons, and watered-down praise. The Father says, I am not a tepid or lukewarm God, and what I offer you is fervent with my power and my ability to change culture and circumstances until you witness the manifestations, and I mean the bigger manifestations, cascading upon you in an overwhelming abundance that you can't contain. You belong to me, and I belong to you. You are my city and my home. Should I not protect you and bless you more than the generations that refuse to recognize my name? The Father says, my name is on you and my name is with you. This is my always lasting promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. This is the time of my love for your life when the enemy is defeated and the long dormant dream is brought back to life, says God. Joy will once again fill your heart and grow in your domain. Make up your mind that my voice is the only one you will listen to and act on. Many sounds in the world are appealing, but the truth of my fatherly impact in you is a strong warning against the dishonest fathers around you and the false promises they have made. Hold on to the things that helped you grow, because this is the time of sowing and reaping, which will end in a huge moment of gifts and favor. The divine message is that your life shows how much faith you have. Your unshakable faith is like the solid foundation of my favor that supports you. Every person has been given salvific faith as a gift from me to save them from ruin and give them life, and lots of it. I have only plenty to offer you, God says. I have no other load but one that is easy and light. Ask a lot of questions. If you ask me about the ground below or the sky above, I will show that I will act and work for your benefit. Be thankful for the gift of faith that I have given you. Believe what you believe because it comes from me. I have given you faith, and it will help you succeed because it comes from me, and I am powerful overall with problems that come your way. I urge you to have the courage to dream bigger, says the Father. Keep in mind that the problems and issues you've seen are temporary and can change. Things are changing because of the hidden parts of my power and majesty. Your life is becoming like heaven as you get ready for the next life. There have been failures and drops, for sure. Do not let things that have happened or what you know from the past cloud the promises of my word. God says that the main story of my expression will control your life until all of my promises come true and you fully benefit from what Calvary does for you. God says, you will be saved when you turn back and rest. When you trust and rely on me, your salvation will be complete and quick. He says, I am working. I am changing things in your life in ways you might not fully understand or agree with. Keep in mind that I have known the result from the beginning, and what may seem like harsh pruning is my intervention in your life, setting the stage for an era of unmatched blessing and production. Let go of all your guilt and unnecessary worries. Cut off the false power of not forgiving and feeling guilty from your mind. It's clean around you. You are clean. There is nothing more important than the fact that you are holy and perfect in my love. The spirit of an orphan is being taken away from you, and now you have the rights of a son, which gives you the full gift that Calvary offers this season. I promise to love you deeply and without conditions and to bless your life with my love, favor, and benefits. It has nothing to do with what you deserve or what you have accomplished through hard work. If I talk to you, it's because of the power of the blood that was shed on Calvary, not because of your worth or honor. As I look at the problems you face, I understand and respect your efforts. Know this, my justice covers you like clean snow covers a dung heap. I see your innocence and virtue when I look at you, and I remember the sacrifice you made when heaven's darling gave his all for your flaws. Hold on to that love. Lay down in that favor. Even now, I am constantly working to make your deepest hopes and dreams come true. The Father says that the enemy has made plans, but I will show you what they are. He took it, but I will give it back to him. The bad things that happen to you will eventually turn into a measure of gifts and plenty for you because I will always be by your side. Rest assured that the lies being spread about you will eventually die out, but my truth will always stand true despite their errors. You're not fighting against normal people, that's true. But know this, anyone who hurts you hurts the apple of my eye. I will bless those who bless you, but I will strike back hard at anyone who plays around with you. This is who I am and what I do for a living. I will keep you safe and save you. I'm your strong right hand, working to free you. The Father tells you that you are getting your fortune. The sons of Keturah have received their gifts and left, but the garment of sonship lies on you and the ring of power is placed on your hand, allowing you to carry out my plan for the world. This is your choice, and you can't change it. Some people have changed their minds and are now going down different paths. You knew that working with them was not possible, but I still believe that the plan has not been changed and that success is on the way. Those who disobeyed me have only kept themselves from fulfilling my promise. But you will receive everything I meant when you came to my house to listen to my words and do my will. Keep going after the kingdom. Do not get sidetracked by unimportant questions that only lead to arguments between men and women. Father says, when people who disagree with you say bad things, be humble like Moses was in front of Janes and Jambres, and I will lead you to the area of blessings that is your rightful inheritance. Today, the Father says, I am your refuge until the winds of change do their work. Let my angels sing songs of freedom and safety for you. God tells you that you will be truly free. The whole group of angelic beings will stay alert until your problems are solved and you are safely settled in your land of plenty. You are about to enter a state of rest, but there is pressure. The pressure means there has been an ogress. Use the pressure to your advantage to move up in the kingdom. Your speech should be used for prayer and praise because that's what will get you to your breakthrough and the end you expect, says the Father. Please tell me what you're thinking in these last moments. Know that what you see is what you are. See your promised land through the lens of your faith, and get ready to take it. God says that you are ready when you no longer see problems and are not affected by what the enemy does, but instead see them as chances to get involved. I keep people from seeing your real self, and I watch everything you do. Put your trust in me and don't be afraid. You will be safe. Even though the chaos of battles and strife may make you feel weak, let the weak say, I am strong. Change is happening right now, even if you don't know it, says the Father. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family and write Amen in comment. Today, God says that the enemy's pleasures from your battles are short-lived. Any sneaky plans are foiled, and the aggressive actions will have the results they expected. Even though I was there with you, they locked you in a hole to destroy, steal, and erase your hopes. As the fourth person in the fire at the time you were thrown into it, I was there. God says, look at how I turn everything around and give you an amazing solution. For the region, I will make you a sovereign and put a guard on its defenses. You will act as a channel for sending heavenly resources to the people who live in the area and the areas around it. Respected, these enemies will not get away with it. I will make sure they are held responsible for everything they do to you. God says He will make fun of them because He saw what they did and laughed out loud. They wouldn't show you the same kindness I showed them, even though they didn't deserve it because of how they behaved. God tells us to pray for them and give up all plans for justice and punishment. Let me decide what's right and fair and dole out justice as I see fit. The real pleasures will come to you when you finally settle down in the land and see all your dreams come true, says the Father. Today, God says, I am weaving myself into you and making my presence known in you. I invite you to enjoy my kindness and grace today because I am focused on your well-being and my hand is outstretched to meet all needs in your life. Are you asking me from the highest peak or the deepest depth? If you ask, I will change heaven and earth, and even the paths of the stars to hear you. I call for plenty to grow on your trees and in your stores. The chaff has been burned, and now the crop has come. The reaper angels are looking through your past to find any traces of my favor that may be hiding in the depths of your field. This is so that you can fully understand the blessings that Calvary brings you through the blood of heaven's darling. There is some doubt, and the tears you have shed are real. All of them have been found and are in my bottle. The Father says, every disappointment, every case of disillusionment, and every disaster I have seen, I am now comforting you. I offer you comfort that comes from understanding your suffering. I've been through heartbreak before. I know what it's like to be sad. I know how painful it is to feel alone, but let me stress one thing: happiness comes with the dawn. The sadness and grief will go away. God says, the broken bones will heal, and you will rise fully equipped as a member of my powerful army on earth. Look for safety under my care. Trust me to bring you new wealth. You should know that my faithfulness brings the flow of my plenty into your life. Those who have pulled away, those who have left you, give them to me. I am your friend and trusted confidant, and I will always be closer to you than any brother. Today, God says, I am God, and I have the power to do whatever I want at any time. I shall bless you without having to ask anyone for permission or consulting with them. Some people have judged you with words of doubt, but I have given you words of power from my throne. Their mouths are powerful and they have spoken eloquently about their dislike, but I still don't hear what they're saying. Their fake prayers have been ignored. I will turn my back on them, and they will melt away like wax in the fire as I lead you away from all the harm and attacks of the enemy and into a new area of favor and gift that is beyond anything you have ever experienced. After hitting something, they said, "Aha, aha." They will now fall and eventually die. But I have strengthened and given you power during your most difficult times of strife, so you were able to win and come out with honor and a clean record. God says, I am your trust and your eternal support. You can call on me when you are in trouble, and I will quickly come to your aid and protect you until the storm passes and the bright light of victory and prosperity shines again over your realm. The enemy's hand has been pushed back to this day. The bad things that happen in hell have turned you into dust and ashes. I will get rid of both those who knowingly and unknowingly fought against you. They will hear a sound and stop trying to catch you. A call will be sent to them. They will get a message from a different part of their life that will make them forget about making problems for you and put their attention back on other things that count. They are going to stray. They will release their hold on you and stop talking to you. God says that the stress will go away and be replaced with new life and hope that will lift your spirits and make the hard times you've been through easier. God says, the enemy in your life has sown to the wind, and now the whirlwind of my salvation will force him to leave your territory and let go of his hold on your life. I'm taking down any fake authority that is pointing at you. Every illegal word that was said against your evidence and your future is being thrown out. Their claims and predictions about your situation will come back to haunt them in the end, because I am your guardian and will protect you from any evil attacks. Their words were firmly directed against me because I stepped in to protect you, and the harm they meant to cause you fell on me instead. After all, I am your rescue and deliverance in this situation. Before the video continues, I request you to comment Amen and please help me by doing super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. God tells us to take big breaths. Rest assured that I will be loyal. Take a deep breath in and know that I am leading you to rest on the threshing floors of my purpose. This season, the enemy is being soundly beaten. I'm helping you figure out what's important and what's not in your life. That which saves, helps, and comes from my spirit is being gathered and kept safe for your benefit and gift. The plan of the enemy is on fire and can't be put out. Even though you can see the flame and smell the smoke, it won't come near you or hurt you. This is my promise, and this is what I say from the top. I am the one who saves you. I am your safe place and your comfort when things are hard. You are no longer going back and forth between tasks and failures. I am raising you from one level of faith and glory to the next, through the highest points of my kindness and gifts that you have never experienced before. Your share and your righteousness come from me, the Father says. Those who enjoy crossing your lines are not allowed to come in today, because God told you to seal the holes. God says, today is a new day, and I am ending your slavery. You are about to experience total freedom, and a kind of freedom you have never known before. I am telling everyone to take off all of the invisible chains that are around their arms and feet. Your pharaohs know it's time to let you go. I need your help to finish a job and do what the king told me to do. The Father wants you to take on parts in the palace to run things and speak up for the kingdom. Dear one, I have taught you a lot. It is now time to use what you have learned. Let nothing but the real, pure, and beautiful things into your mind, and fill your heart with great and impressive things. In this way, the Father says, you can move and thrive in this new day. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. God says, embrace the new by taking that step. Take advantage of the chance to start a new season. Stay away from worldly issues again, because they keep the main enemy at a distance and keep outsiders out. As a result, you will no longer be worried and will experience a peace that goes beyond understanding, as the Father said. God says that a problem can't be solved at the same level it's at now. You need to get to where I am. You are waiting for me to do something, but it is your acceptance of the place you gain through the blood of Calvary that forces me to do something. Having the role of a son. Calvary gives you access to all of its tools to make every part of your life better because you are a lucky and respected person. God tells us to put our demands on Calvary. I'll test you. I challenge you to use up all of heaven's resources by believing in me. I'm open to it. As for my answer, I'm ready and can say without a doubt, yes, yes, yes. God says, I am not afraid to come into your life. I am not just watching or trying to keep you from getting blessings. You are not disqualified. You are not left out or ignored. I have shown you the highest level of transformative success. Here, the splendor I have placed within, around, and around you will fulfill all of your desires, giving you the right that was mine before the world was made. That's what I want to give you. Take it and win. I have given you my Son, God says today. I have imparted my Son within you. This sonship that made Jesus my Son is the same sonship that was given to you through the work of Calvary. He is real, and so are you in the world. What is his health? God says he is healthy and that the Son is healthy too. Not the sun in the sky or the sun on the ground. In the same way that the Son sits at my right hand in heaven, you, my Son, are set high above all principalities, powers, and names, even the name I choose for you. God says, I have written my name on you. You have my name on you, and my name lives inside you. For any evil that comes near you, it must first face my name, which is then called upon to protect you from harm. God says, you should believe in all of my name that is inside you. Your blood is filled with my name. My name backs up every feeling, thought, and goal in your heart. Giving into my name in essence will show my presence inside you to change things and make changes in the areas of your life you are pleading for. God says that today is a new day. After telling you many times, the bells are ringing again. Today is a new day for you and everyone around you. Very old things are no longer useful. Everything is different now. People who have died. Let the dead intercede for you. Rise to me, where your inheritance is kept, because endless life is set up inside you and for you, both now and in the next life. The divine message for today is that happiness is yours. Say joy out loud and be happy inside, because my kingdom is full of justice, peace, and happiness. Focusing on the changing circumstances and situations in your life should not be a way for enemies to make you unhappy. You get caught in the realm of darkness when you give up your joy. When you fight for your happiness, when you laugh instead of crying, and when you yell instead of running away, you bring my kingdom to the person who is fighting you. The Father knows that you are hurting. Every little thing about your life has been carefully written down, and not a single hair on your head is missing. Where is God in all of this? asks the enemy. I am as close as your hands and feet and as close as the breath in your nostrils, I answer. Just move a stone, and I will be there. If you split a log, you'll find me. God says, you are not cut off from my mercy. You have not been refused or fired. Delaying is not the same as denial. There is indeed some uncertainty, but the clarifications you want are just your natural intellect arguing with the Spirit, just like the Spirit argues with logical thought through faith. Trust me, I have work to do. Believe me, your result is coming soon. And you are the person I work with to both want and carry out my kind purpose. Today, God says, I have called my son from Egypt. I am leading you away from the false promises of people and toward the unshakable promise of my word, which is backed up by the blood of the cross. Your part and place are next to me in the heavenly realms in Christ, beloved. Separate yourself from the lies and short-term pleasures that people offer. What people can't do or give you in this life was made possible for you through faith 2,000 years ago on the cross. The kings of the world are thorny brambles that don't give any hope or produce any good fruit. Focus only on me instead of depending on other people, and you will be saved and delivered quickly because I am your shelter. This has to do with what God said about an easy yoke and a small burden. They tell you that you will be free and things will change for the better, but they are crooked and can't or won't help you with your problems. God begs you to leave those things behind and return to the rock that fed you. I am your manna that you receive every day, and your water from the rock during the dry season to quench your thirst and fulfill your deepest desires, he says. God says, I am focused on an easy yoke and a light burden. If their message isn't easy to carry and light, it's because they don't have any truth in them. I am your healer and the one who lifts your spirit even now. God says, inhale my faithfulness and exhale my rest, because the time has come for you to enter and be refreshed. Before the video ends, I request you to help me by doing super thanks. Because I don't have house and I have to make my new house. So please help us. We will be very thankful to you.